The wild, all right, chat. The businesses of train robberies. The wild businesses of train robberies. Now I know in Iraq, if a motherfucker robbing the fucking train in Iraq, folk, that motherfucker most likely got guns on that motherfucker. That's how these shorties and shit be having all them guns and shit, cause they be robbing the motherfucking freight trains and shit. You know what I'm saying, folk? And that shit get thrown in the hood from drugs and all type of shit, man. That shit be, or motherfuckers be train robbing because obviously to hopefully get some good shit. You know, phone them. I've seen train robberies literally with my own eyes. It's crazy. But anyway, though, no fucking yapping and shit. Let's get into it. Best views. Shut the fuck up. So y'all ever seen the train robbery? I mean, you probably haven't.
We begin tonight with the latest on an attempted train burglary just east of Bakersfield.
This is a merchandise from the trains left on the tracks, suspected of being taken from the trains by thieves.
I would imagine though, robbing the train is probably so fucking easy because I mean, it's like, same time it's not because I mean the train is fucking moving, so it's like damn. But them freight trains and shit is probably not that hard. You just break one of the cargos on that bit, not cargo, the little shits, cargo, whatever the fuck it's called. Breaking that motherfucker right tools, and you just hopefully some good shit in that motherfucker. Cause trains can literally carry everything from gold, diamonds. It could be carrying a pile of money to a certain bank, some designer ass, expensive ass clothing. It could be carrying some fucking expensive ass TV, like anything, bro, anything, guns, drugs, anything.
Making a new office printer might be delayed a few days in transit if it was parked on a FedEx rail car that was parked here Friday morning near Union Avenue. This was the scene early Friday on the tracks near Union, north of California Avenue.
It's not funny, but it's just like, damn, that's tough. That's what they do, boy.
How do you feel while doing this?
A lot of adrenaline. I love it. That's kind of why I do it, you know.
No.
Yo, they really just robbing this bitch.
Was there an event in your life, like a high
Hell no.
That this is what I'm gonna
An old lady broke the neck in car accident.
do? Would you guys say this is every night?
I say I'm about to rob trains.
What can you stand to make in a week doing this?
25K.
Now, sometimes you guys stop the trains.
And for all you goofies, I know motherfuckers, there's gonna be some goofies in this comment section probably saying like, damn, why you ain't doing nothing, Tommy? Why you ain't calling the cops? Why you just letting them do this in front of you? First of all, gang, he doesn't have to do shit if he don't want to. You know how dangerous that be? He just calling the cops right in front of him, Tommy G's not a cop. He's a YouTuber. He's a blogger. This is his job. He's a blogger / journalist. He just does shit like that. His job is not to fucking catch motherfuckers and do all that goof ass shit. Cause I wouldn't. Fuck you want me to do? Like, I'll be like, shit, nigga, y'all do y'all thing. Fuckers.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to do with me. I ain't calling no police. I ain't doing shit. Call me whatever you want to call me. It's just cause hey, nothing to do with me. I'm mad my business. Ain't nothing to do with me.
Pull it up on the tracks. You want to put like the hazards or something on something, you'll see it on your back. Enhanced graphics. That was kind of fancy. I have to look into.
See what I'm saying, chat? It just be random shit like this. Like they could just sell. You know what they do with this? Get it, sell it on the street. You know, pawn the shit in or whatever. Just sell it and boom. You know that's how they make money. They just be hoping like you just hit the jackpot. So it's like robbing trains. Shit. It's like a lottery. Hopefully you just hit the jackpot. You might buy some diamonds, some gold, some money. Like I said, expensive ass shoes or some shit that hasn't came out yet.
That one.
The big question is, who pays? Well, in the long run, most likely insurance companies, which means you and I.
Tight shit. That's how the world works, man.
When I imagine train robberies, I think back to the Wild West days when rugged outlaws like Jesse James and Butch Cassidy would assemble a posse, then ride in on horseback to storm a train, execute their heist, and get away with the loot. And I would have told you that these train robberies were a thing of the past. That was until I got word that the business of train heist is alive and well. And in Bakersfield, California, where our episode takes place, these robberies can occur on a nightly basis. Now, I've made a career out of being fascinated by the mind of an outlaw, and today we meet many of them involved in this train business. We witness these guys live in action, see how they evade law enforcement, and we get a first-hand look at how their underground economy works. This is a world where people drive cars onto train tracks to get a train to stop to initiate the heist. To be successful at this, thieves have to avoid the federal agents, local law enforcement, and private detectives that patrol the railways and hunt down organized crime. This, folks, is the modern-day Wild West. Let's dive in. Folks, right here in the video was supposed to be a sponsored ad, but they wanted me to read from a script and do some gay-ass commercial, and I just didn't want to do it. All I want to do is make the best possible videos for you at home to watch. Right now, the Patreon army is at about 1,400 people. Let's get it up to 2,000. That way, we never have to do stupid-ass commercials. And you get access to the best and wildest clips on the internet, guaranteed. Join the movement, join the army. Link is in pinned comments.
I will join that Patreon.
What the impact theft has on the community is, just look no further than here. I've never seen this before. Celsius is behind a locked glass. You gotta push a button and have an employee come. So if you think theft only impacts the corporations and the big companies, you're wrong. It impacts the little guy with all these little hassles and things we have to go through. Our insurance gets higher. There's a lot of little factors and ripple effects that comes from theft. How bad is it?
But again, that's just like
it was to the point that people will steal like the Red Bull.
People are stealing Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
According to
I think last time I stole out of a stole chat, like generally like stole some shit, was probably like a long ass time ago, like maybe 2016, 15 or some shit, maybe 2017. Like cause obviously I don't just be stealing shit. Like, that's dirty as hell and that's just fucked up. Like I'm not just big out here stealing shit. But I think the last thing I stole, like at least to my knowledge, was probably some mouthwash and toothpaste and shit like that. I was a little ass boy on phone now. I was a shorty. Hell yeah, boy. I stole that bitch out. I think Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. Stole that motherfucker, boy. Put that. I used to steal a lot of shit I stole when I was shorty though. I never got caught either. I used to be scared. My mama said, "Hey boy, you know, put that bitch on. You know, hey man, if you from the trenches, man, I know y'all gonna be like, man, you look, gang. If you from the trenches, gang." Like, you know, all my trench babies, y'all know, gang. Like, you go, hey, man, time get hard, gang. I've stole toys, food, you know, like hygiene, like, type of stuff. I wouldn't do it all the time, though. It'd just be random. Like, maybe you might sneak a candy, grab, like, a bubble gum or something. Yo, I'm really just thinking about it. I was a little thief-ass nigga when I was I wouldn't rob, like, I wouldn't steal from people, though, like, in real life. I would just dead-ass only doing it stolen. I've never like stolen from somebody's like specifically like even if it was like a friend or like a family member, relative, whatever. Folk, I've never stolen. Like, one thing people would say about I've never stolen from nobody before ever in my fucking life. Fuck no, cause I've been robbed. My house been robbed before. Fuck no. I've had motherfuckers dead ass steal shit from me. Like dead ass, even family members like dead ass have literally stolen shit from me. Like. It's crazy. Shit crazy, bro. That shit is not a good feeling.
In severe cases, theft will be punished by either cutting your hand off or by death. So it's something that people have taken very seriously for a long time. But it seems like now more than ever in this current era, it's the most lightly punished it's ever been.
They say robbed the East Bakersfield Walmart last week. The robbery happened last Thursday, March 11th, just before 1:30 in the afternoon.
Nearby, there's people that are waiting for this thing to stop so they can get on board and get everything off of it. Someone's gonna crack it open and see what they can get. Maybe it's oranges, maybe it's baby supplies, maybe it's Amazon packages. Who knows? Something important could be on your way to your house.
Yeah, think about this, chat, and that's actually is fucked up too. You could have ordered some really important expense could be on your way to your house, but these niggas don't fucking. These niggas done took that shit for us. Shit crazy as hell, bro. That's bogus. I ain't gonna lie. That's bogus.
Someone's gonna get their grubby paws on it, and you're gonna have to get your order reshipped.
Begin tonight with the latest on an attempted train burglary just east of Bakersfield.
Boxes of merchandise from the trains left on the tracks, suspected of being taken from the trains by thieves.
Niggas, hoes. But you know, I already know that.
Bakersfield, California is a place you probably haven't heard of. Some people call it the armpit of California.
Bitches.
It's rough out here. I mean,
if
you're a homeless guy with nothing to lose, what is it to you to try and take some things off a train and sell it? So clearly something has gone down right around here. There's hundreds and hundreds of boxes here. And my first impression of this operation is kind of like a smash and grab. This was going out to Washington to a lady named Debbie. And this is going out to Gene in Washington. So a lot of people on the West Coast were looking for important shit. Who knows if a kid had a birthday coming up? And also, how much of this theft is wasted? Like, what can a person really do with a precision egg cooker? How much can you resell that for? I would guess they're looking for electronics, chargers, computers, video cameras, I don't know. Right. If I had to choose between doing this and running into a Best Buy, I would choose the Best Buy all day. This to me seems like just one of the more dirty and messy ways.
That's what I'm saying, folks. That's just
make
a dirty
some sort
way.
of income.
You gonna rob some shit, gang. Let's go to like a fancy ass like big stove. You can really get some good shit. All that train robbing shit, like I said, that's why I say it's literally like
what percent of the thieves?
Because you don't know what the fuck. You might not get shit. You do all that for nothing. Your ass to fuck around. Just steal a couple chairs and shit.
I mean, just by the disorganized look of the scene, I would guess this is more of a homeless than a professional job.
Then when you get caught, it's like, damn.
Nothing about it. It's not my business. Business. It's crazy, right? So you feel like the boxes and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
They don't really do it right here anymore.
People are getting busted for it?
One's looking at deportation. If they caught you on the train grabbing something, they could bust you. But once you left the train, they couldn't do anything about it.
We're suiting up right now during what's primetime train hours, which is from now about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock till 2 a.m. So I guess from the clues that we've been getting, we're dealing with more of an addict homeless situation and like sketchy characters on the fringes.
You about to really witness these niggas just rob this shit. What percent of people in this game would you say are homeless versus professional?
About 70% are homeless, to be honest with you.
How long have you been doing this for?
I'm probably going on like 3 or 4 years now.
And how many missions over those 3 or 4 years?
Quite a bit. Probably too many to count, to be honest. We just drive around, you know, it's kind of what we do around here. We just drive around.
It's all concept about where we go beyond that. My favorite, I just got wild.
What are some of the things you have to be aware of doing a mission? How do you plan this out?
Honestly, there's not really much planning behind it. It's, you see it, you go, you know, and jump on it right away. Because you know, it's push and take off, or, you know, when the cop's going to show up.
Oh, my underarm is set.
Now that this is becoming more of a common thing?
I would say so, yeah. They've started parking trucks and security guards around where the trains stop and things like that. Back in the day, you know, you wouldn't have none of that. You just be there and open shit up, and you'll be there for a cool like 2-3 hours or something like that, you know.
Now, sometimes you guys stop the trains.
Yeah, go grab a car or whatever, anywhere, pull it up on the tracks. You kind of like heisting it on top of the tracks, you know. Most of the time you want to put like the hazards or something on so the train will see it farther back.
How much money can you stand to make on a mission?
I've made about $5,000.
Not knowing when a train might roll through, we gave E-Money a GoPro and told him to record a mission so we could see how it all goes down. Here's what he captured.
Oh, shit, we in the POV of a thief. Fucking thugs. On Bowden Grave, bro. Let me stop playing.
I'm gonna see if I can see where with a lot with pocket because I don't have the bull cutters on me.
How do you feel while doing this?
A lot of adrenaline, just pumping, you know, it's a crazy feeling. I love it. That's kind of why I do it, you know, it's exciting.
Every time I call a phone, clicking different
just fun to do.
I don't see this shit. Teach me something. I'm playing, Chad. I'm playing. I ain't gonna be doing none of that.
We separated from E-Money and set out on our own to patrol the tracks. Our goal was to be in position and near the action if a train robbery was going to happen that night. Here's what went down.
At least 2 different crews are doing their inventory right now, seeing what's on the inside, and from what we understand, there's serious consequences for this now in California. California is not as light criminally as they used to be. So we're kind of just waiting to see what they find and seeing what our next step is.
I'm on my way.
What are you looking for on the trains? What are you hoping to find on the trains?
Anything worth profit. I mean, I've found $100 worth of cards, you know, like little, we call them player cards and stuff like that. 2 or 3 people inside, and we just throw them out. Just start throwing them like this. People on the ground will grab them, and just throw them in the truck. After that, we'll go to a different location.
So there's an organized team.
Oh yeah, it could be anywhere from like 3 to,
Shit could be dangerous because y'all niggas might end up fighting over some shit like, no, I want this shit, no, I want this shit, and then boom, motherfucker get killed. So always pros and cons with certain shit, gang. Remember that, chat.
What's going on? They're hitting it? By the truck?
Shit.
What the is going on?
He said they're hitting it over here.
You better get that motherfucker.
Go right back there.
Do I move?
You go get it.
Oh shit, this shit itching.
So we were catching the action. No. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Wow, just like that.
Okay,
like
so
that, chat.
going on right behind us right now is, that's law enforcement right there. Hey, the
like
cops
that.
are right there. Hey, the sheriff's right there. Hey. What the f?
Holy shit, we should go.
Should we get back in the car?
Yeah, go.
Miguel. Let's get back in the car.
Oh, this shit gets serious.
Holy shit.
So you might be wondering why we were running back to the car. Keep in mind, we had just seen the sheriff, and what we weren't sure of in that moment was what were the legal ramifications even being near a train robbery.
Right.
As you can imagine, robbing a train is a big federal crime. Under the U.S. Code's Title 18, Section 1991, anyone who assaults, robs, or attempts to rob a train can face serious prison time, up to 20 years.
Shit.
It's considered an act of theft on interstate commerce, which of course makes it the business of the feds.
He basically is like, are you guys the cops? We said no. Then he starts opening it up and just going ham. Then a sheriff drives by and then it just lurches. Okay, so obviously there is no place for stealing. I'm not advocating it. But the adrenaline rush of just being by the action, I can see why these guys are addicted just to the thrill of the job. That was insane, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
But what if you're not robbing the train? You're like us, near it. If you are caught trespassing within a certain distance of train tracks, you could still be committing a crime. We filmed this in California, and doing some research into this, it looks like California laws make it a misdemeanor to trespass within 20 feet of the tracks. This can land you up to 1 year in county jail. Luckily, we filmed this entire episode within 21 feet or further from the tracks.
So what if,
Smart nigga Tommy.
someone's ordering baby formula and baby bottles and it doesn't get there on time? Like, what about the impact of it?
Agreed. The way I look at it is if you're ordering it off of Amazon or online somewhere, like, not in too much need of it. You know, you got to wait to, even if you get to the next day shipping, you're still waiting that time to get it, you know, so.
I guess what stands out to me is the outright lawlessness. I think people in other countries watching this, seeing this happens in the United States, I think it would blow their minds. To think that a sheriff would drive by as you're blatantly stealing packages from a train, which is a federal offense, that he just keeps going on with his day. Where else does that happen? It's Keegan's birthday today, so happy birthday, Keegan. Write in the comments, happy birthday, Keegan. No better way to celebrate a birthday than by chasing down train thieves and 2 minutes before Googling whether it's a felony or misdemeanor.
Yo, dog.
Camp's graphics. That was kind of fancy. I have to look into that one. Some cream junk. Some wheelchair stuff. Kitchen stuff. What's that, wrapping paper or something? It's an interesting one. like a cover or something. Shoes. Ooh, a nice little bag. That's about it. I didn't get too many this time, but had to get out of there. The train started moving.
Yeah.
Is that unusual for the train to start moving like that?
No, especially when they're like switching conductors like that.
So how would you rate the haul overall?
They got
this
fucking
one's
parts of
one of the
fucking
lower
wheelchair.
ones
Fuck.
altogether right there.
Fuck is that?
50, maybe.
I saw a sheriff look at someone stealing and kept driving.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, I don't blame him. He probably like, man, shit. Like, shit, nigga, all right, shit, nigga, I'm blind, shit. I don't even blame him. I would probably do the same shit, like, man. Like, you probably tired of that shit. Like, all right. Fucking I do.
Law enforcement don't
Shit.
do that shit. It seems like they're scared. They're scared of everybody out here.
If caught, what's the penalty?
I don't know. It's probably a good few years or so. They're fighting a big case for sure. It's federal.
So it's very spur of the moment. It went from nothing's gonna go down tonight to 2-minute notice just happened.
Yes, and that's how it goes. You know, whenever you get the call, you gotta hurry up and get there. 90% of it, to be honest with you.
Talking to this guy got me wondering how many stolen goods are floating around on places like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. I mean, how many people completely unaware are furnishing their homes, buying gifts for their kids, even getting school supplies like laptops and calculators without realizing that we too are participating in the underground economy. One of the train robbers told me like this straight up: if it's a brand new item listed at 50% of retail or less, or an item missing its original packaging, chances are it's stolen. It made me wonder what percent of goods on a site like Facebook Marketplace are lifted
You know,
items.
it's crazy.
One day,
when the PS5 came out, I couldn't get my hands on that motherfucker. Y'all know them bitches was selling out quick. I had to literally end up buying my shit from a reseller site, StockX. That bitch was like, damn, they're banned on photo grade, not even playing, folks. So that ain't got me thinking that. What if this motherfucker was stolen? Damn, I didn't even think about it like that. Damn. I'm probably in the possession of a stolen PS5. This poor motherfucker probably been through hell. Hell no. Hell no.
When I interview Mark Zuckerberg, I will ask him for his take on this. But for now, it's wild.
I hate this nigga Mark Zuckerberg ass, man.
Something in
like
our homes that we use on a daily basis that was stolen. And
like match that nigga Mark Zuckerberg mad as hell. He looking at you like these. He's just staring at your ass like just. That nigga got big ass bug ass, folks.
Would you consider yourself
that
an
nigga got
entrepreneur?
soulless ass eyes.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
What's your next move?
Get rid of the boxes, honestly, and then start pricing stuff out.
Have you ever been close to getting caught?
Yeah, we had somebody, you know, where it was stopped. They were on the other side of the fence, I think got some property or something, and they said they were calling the cops, and we hear it all the time, you know, so we push on for a little bit, and this time the cops, you know, they showed up pretty fast, and so they show up, and we all just dip down. You gotta get low and just gone, dude.
Last night, a train robber approached us in an off-camera meeting and told us about his operation. He had stash houses, getaway drivers, and lookouts stationed in the mountains. So the next morning, we spent the day tracking the trains through the mountains, trying to see it from a train robber's point of view.
Behind me is another train going towards Bakersfield. We're gonna see if we can link up with the guys that are gonna hit this train. This is some modern day rodeo shit.
And at nightfall, we returned to the towns of Bakersfield and Oildale to see yet another train robbery. But first, we had to talk to the locals and see what they thought about this.
Are you aware that most nights when the train stops, people just descend on the trains and just take everything they can out of it?
I know that happens, but I don't know if it happens near here.
And I don't know if you saw the boxes that are on the side of the road.
No, I haven't seen them.
But what do you think about that?
I think it's horrible. They're going to catch somebody robbing a train.
Now, here's something that's going to blow your mind. We saw it last night. A sheriff drove right by as a guy was opening up the train and taking boxes, and he just kept driving by.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Maybe he didn't see it. I mean,
nigga, that nigga saw that shit. He just ain't feel like doing that shit. No, I don't blame him.
Just walk up, grab and walk out.
Yeah.
Not even care.
There's a bunch of criminals here. There is, especially in Oildale. There are. Yeah, you have to be very careful. We have cameras at my house. I mean, we take all precautions. They just stole our mailbox not long ago.
You got your mailbox?
Yeah, our community mailbox. Yeah. So that's my
stole
husband.
shorty ass mailbox, boy.
How you doing?
Sir, I hear you're missing a mailbox.
Yes, sir, I am. And yeah, there's a lot of thieving going on around these neighborhoods.
Are you aware that the trains get hit regularly?
Yeah, I heard all about that, yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a bunch of bull. Yeah, that's not even right. They should have more security on those trains than what they do. Yeah, I don't understand how they can get in those trains so easy and take all the stuff off of them without anybody noticing.
No, look, folks, this is romance right here. Sir, what did you just do? You handed her what?
Ruffles, potato chips.
And it's not even Valentine's Day, huh?
We love each other, though.
Yeah, we do.
We've been married 20 years, but
damn,
congratulations. All right, guys, stay safe. Have a good night.
So we have a helicopter circling
Real
about the
love
same
right
time last
I can't relate.
Is it a helicopter?
That's 100% a helicopter. No plane moves like that.
And he's just circling the train area, huh?
Yeah. Their center of rotation is 100% around the...
Holy shit, it's shining right at him.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's some of the fragments of what remains from last night. They obviously cleared it out. They have some sort of system. Whole Foods, Amazon returns. So yeah, Amazon lost out last night. So now our job for the rest of the night is one, talk to the guys that have their hands in this and get more of the story from them. Two, see if there's another mission, which chances are there will be. It just is, will we be in the right place at the right time when it goes down? There's way other ways I would rather steal. If I had to get into the business of stealing, I feel like this is one of the harder ones to make money in. Right. So we're going to a spot that is...
Nigga like me, folks, if I have to get in the business of robbing motherfuckers, I ain't gonna lie, folks. I'm just kicking down doors. I'm just running niggas' houses. That's what I'm doing. It's easy, yo. I'm not saying I will actually do it. I'm just saying another life, folks. Like, if I had to choose, it would just be running niggas' houses and shit, folks. But I'm not encouraging that. Don't do that shit, people. Don't rob people. That's not good. Don't fucking rob people. That shit always ends badly. Not even got end badly for the motherfucker getting robbed. It getting bad for your ass, folks, because you never know who house you run into, folks. They can be strapped up. As soon as you kick down that motherfucker, boom, you just catch a random ass face shot. Come on, folks. But if I had to choose, I'll just rob houses. That's it. Plain and simple.
Package smuggling. And
I probably didn't rob houses. I probably just rob cars and shit. That's it. I'll just do cars and shit. I'll just steal like expensive ass cars. That's it. I wouldn't even run nobody else. No, I wouldn't. I just lied. No, I wouldn't do that shit like that. That shit's scary. Fuck.
What are we looking at here?
So right here,
I might get bit by a big ass fucking pit bull.
Back and forth to the tracks. There's a old pipe yard that
on BD.
The fence is ripped open on it, obviously.
So they go through here. Yeah, another hole. Tracks.
You see where the train's at right there.
Mm-hmm. So this is a popular place in the city where the train gets hit.
This whole road, there's like 10 sets of tracks that run across there. That's probably where that train is right there. Is probably the second or third row of tracks.
Why do you think this doesn't get fixed?
Because it's not the train's property, or the train federal property. It's somebody else's property. They come in yellow totes, and a lot of the stuff it comes in like those trains right there. They're just stacked with yellow totes of like, I would say like all kinds of shit, 99-cent store type stuff.
So how many main spots throughout the city would you say get hit?
Anywhere along the tracks, really.
The last spot we were at, helicopter was circling. You think that's preventative on the police's part?
Yeah, it helps because the guys know that the cops got the helicopters got the flare, so they can see them even if they don't have the light on. So that helps. You gotta like penalize these people for this shit. You gotta actually go to jail instead of breaking and stealing shit and going to jail and getting let out the next day. And then they just let them stack up their cases and they keep getting busted, and then eventually, yeah, they throw them in jail, but they don't do long enough and people aren't gonna learn and nobody wants to work. They want everything easy. It's all fun and games until it happens to you, right?
So just another example of sloppy thieving. People want to have sympathy, and I get it. Like if someone's down on their luck and they fall back on rent, that's one thing. But when you just want to turn the entire city into your own trash can, that's where I draw the line. Would you say you have any economic stressors in your life?
Well, my motto is everything's a hustle since when I was born.
To get into some of these things, like did it come from economic struggle where like, hey, I gotta pay a bill, so I'm gonna try something new? Or like, how did you even get into this world?
Yeah, I didn't do some of the smarter stuff, do a lot of dumb shit, and I guess I kind of fell on that same path.
So is it more the thrill or the economics of it?
little bit of both.
We got connected to a local named Tweak. He was going to be going on a train job later that night, so I asked him about how he evades law enforcement and how he prepares for a mission. Here's what he said.
You just got out of jail? What was that?
That was like 2 days ago.
And what'd you get hit for?
I just got my probation once and shit. I've been running on doing dumb shit all the time. Not going to court, stepping on court and shit,
So how often do you do the train business?
Yeah, I don't really do it too much anymore like I was, because after when I seen a lot of the federal marshals out there, they're cracking down on it pretty big.
Federal marshals are out there?
Yeah, they've been seen out there. I've seen personally my own 2 eyes, federal marshals out there going and doing sweeps out there. They're picking up people. They were doing three cars linked in a row at a time with the pepper ball guns and shit in the cars, lighting down next to the train. So when the train stops, they're driving up and down it the whole time as it stops, patrolling it. So, and I mean, you can go further the fucking railroad tracks, skip to the tracks, the little C trains that you've got, of course. But
what do you got?
That's the scanner.
Do you actually use that?
Yeah, that's the best way to have it. But just me, I won't get caught with it. I'm gonna toss it out before they catch up to me.
It's just amazing what drugs will make someone do, and it just feels. I don't want to say like a waste, but like all this stolen stuff is just going to a cycle that gets deeper and deeper. Like it's not like, oh, if I hit enough trains, then I'll be able to move on to something else. It doesn't have the same glamour as the outlaw cowboys back in the day hitting trains. This will be our last night out in the trains. We'll see what we run into and we'll see what we see.
As we walked up to the scene, we realized that the trains had just been hit right before we got there. So we got to approach the crews on the ground to see what the next step in their business process was.
In the background right now, there's a guy just going through boxes. And again, as we came here, look at that, that's a sheriff right there.
Nigga don't give a fuck.
I don't know how obvious that is from the road. Seen pretty heavy police activity through here, and right in the back, there's a crew going through fresh boxes. So I don't know if there's another train coming or if we just kind of missed it and we're seeing the aftermath. Either way, it's kind of like piranhas on a fresh piece of meat. So you guys,
motorized bike, what the hell?
Is it a good haul?
Shit right there. I don't know what they're taking.
These yellow bags are from the train?
Yeah.
You were the guy we saw 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Dude,
did you get hurt? Because the train like lurched.
No, I always jump off like that, man.
We've seen like 2 or 3 sheriffs drive by.
That's a shorty right there.
If it would have been like a bunch of fucking, they would have probably called me up,
You may hear me mention a few times expressing shock that the sheriffs did nothing but just drove by, but there may be an explanation for this. One of the train robbers told me that because the tracks are federal jurisdiction, the local PD has a tough time building cases that stick on these guys. Not sure if that is all true, but more on that later. I have an arrest story coming for you guys in just a couple minutes.
Would you guys say this is every night?
What's up, man? Shout out to Bakersfield, east side of Bakersfield, you know what I mean? That's where I'm from.
Shout out east side Bakersfield, you know how the fuck you
trying to eat.
What y'all on out there?
Right here by the bridge. I already got everything packed up, ready to go. Yeah, that's the ride, man. You gotta get the ride ready to go so you can get up out of here. Just gonna make this money now, man.
Yeah, that's
probably won't happen till the morning, but shit, it's gonna happen. And we eat instead for dinner.
What got you into this business?
My boy right there. My boy, he a beast at this, but my buddy out there in the mountain, he got rolled up off at Pinkerton. They arrested him and they found his truck and everything.
So Pinkerton's really serious?
Oh yeah, Pinkerton is the ones that they'll get you. Pinkerton is the one they're the OGs, you know what I mean?
Let's bring you up to speed on the infamous Pinkerton Detective Agency. This 170-year-old firm has been cracking down on criminal plots since the 1850s. Their claims to fame include foiling an early assassination attempt on Abraham Lincoln, making outlaw Butch Cassidy and his guys flee to South America to avoid being caught by them, and that in the 1890s, with over 32,000 guys on staff, they boasted more manpower than the entire U.S. Army.
I probably wouldn't be in the facility of that nigga. I probably be a slave.
Do you feel like you're caught in a cycle?
No bullshit though.
If I stop, I don't eat. My family doesn't eat, so
you really can't stop it. You know what I mean? You can make a good payday. You can make a real good payday. But, I mean, unless you're willing to shut down shop and stop doing what you're doing, then it's going to keep going, be a cycle, keep on going, keep on going. People are going to hear about it. You're going to get more people out here. But, I mean, you tend to weed out the people that are built for it and people that aren't. You know what I mean? Like, it's a waiting game. It's a hit and a miss. And you never know when you're going to hit. But when you do hit, you can hit pretty fast. You hit good. You keep going.
What can you stand to make in a week doing this?
I've made up to close to 25K.
Damn.
Maybe as low as a couple hundred bucks.
25 bands?
It just all depends on what you find.
Was there an event?
Maybe I need to do that. I'm playing.
Stressor that said, this is what I'm going to do?
I'm just playing.
I'm
just playing.
4, I went down to C7. She was paralyzed, straight up. I lost my job.
Sorry for your mama,
man. The doctors and our doctor's visits, we had to teach her how to walk again.
What kind of job were you working before?
I had a great job. I was working agriculture. I had a company truck. I was making about 75K a year. I had a really good job.
You quit that to do this?
So, why the fuck did you quit? What the fuck? Okay, let me not judge him yet. Maybe he has an excuse. Hold on.
Because you make more doing that.
You a fucking retard. I'm sorry. I had to say it again. You a fucking retard. I'm thinking it's about to be some sick shit like, oh, this, that. So, you just like, fuck your gang. That sounds like a good 75K a year. Get 75 fucking bands a year. Nigga, let me get played 75 fucking bands a year. Yeah, you just a retarded ass nigga. You a fucking retarded ass nigga. I'm about to throw this good job away. And he even said, most likely, yeah, it was a good job. It was a great job. I'm about to go throw this great job ready to go rob trains. That's smart. Crabman barrel ass thinking niggas, man. I just can't. God damn it. Yo, fuck it out to this hill.
It's going to be a little bit harder to find a good job with. And, I mean, once you get into it, it's it. You know what I mean? It's kind of, that's why I tell people that do it or want to try to do it, it's just remain smart, don't be caught.
There's a lot of
you definitely ain't that fucking smart for. I'm sorry.
Really reckless and thinking, hey, I can just
dumbass
do quick shit. And they don't have a record yet. What would you tell them?
It's not worth it. You're going to get yourself on federal charges. You know what I mean? Once you get federal charges, you're doing 85% of your time. You're not going to do no half time. There is no fucking, good behavior. You're going to go to the feds. And you're sitting down with some big boys. I don't know if you noticed, there was a plane flying around for the past 7 nights. I've been watching it. It comes, it's in a routine, it's on a route. It circles around, and I mean, they have beach sensors, they have night vision, they follow you. They'll follow you back to your home, they'll follow you back to wherever you're going. That's why I say they'll build a case on it.
Sure enough, this guy here who I'll call C got arrested exactly in the manner that he described. He recently got out of jail and called me to tell me that the same week we had met him, he completed a train mission and went to his safe house where he was then tracked down by a police helicopter and swarmed by 12 sheriff's vehicles. He was arrested at gunpoint, brought to jail, and was told that he was facing 3 years of federal time. However, he said that due to what seems to be a technicality of jurisdiction, apparently the local police had to drop his case, which if this is true, would explain why the sheriffs would just drive past and ignore the train thieves. If anyone watching this episode is in law enforcement or is a lawyer, please tell me if this local police not having jurisdiction holds any water.
Bro, I want to know.
You got time. No
I guess most crime seems to be indicative of someone being stuck in a cycle. And anytime you're stuck, you're not free. So it's just sad. Like, even though they're doing bad shit, like stealing some packages, I still feel bad for these people. I still sympathize with them in a way. I mean, this is not a life that anyone would envy. There's nothing glamorous. There's nothing cool. Because I think at the end of the day, you want to have an impact on the world that's positive. Everyone wants that. This is not something that you can rest easy doing. At least I don't think so. All right, folks. That was an inside look into the business of train robberies and theft. This was a wild ride. As always, I appreciate you joining me. I have the best
WV, man. Hopefully these niggas stop that shit. That one nigga that quit his job, that's a dumbass nigga. That's a fucking drooler, brain dead ass drooler.
You can either build a positive cycle.
75K a year to go rob some fucking train.
Where you want to go. And obviously, some of us have better deck of cards at the beginning, but I really believe life is how you play the cards. So do what's gonna be best for you, your family, your community. Thank you guys. See you next week.
Shout out Tommy G, the GOAT, gang. Shout out Tommy G, the GOAT, folks. W motherfucking vid, you feel me? W motherfucking vid. Shout out Tommy G, folks. Shout out Tommy G, yo. I really hate crap. I really hate crab in the barrel thinking ass nigga like that. What that nigga just said, crab in the barrel ass thinking, boy. On my life, Shreddy. Like, I can't even believe what the fuck I just heard. Like, you really quit. Alright, folks. Hey, man, cool. Alright, I guess, folks. W-Vid, though, man. I don't.